It's June 6, 1944. Churchill stands on the cliffs of Dover watching the chaos of D-Day unfold across the churning channel. Despite his desire to be at the front lines, King George VI orders him back. No more risks, the king insists. But here's the twist. Churchill's genius wasn't just battlefield bravado. What really made this man shape history is a cocktail of wild courage, stubborn wit, and a mind wired for strategy. How did he pull it off? Let's dive in. Churchill's courage wasn't just about charging head first. It was a calculated defiance wrapped in personality and resilience. Here's how bravery shaped his legend and ours. During the Blitz, when London burned nightly under relentless German bombs, Churchill was the city's defiant heartbeat. Instead of hiding in bunkers, he strode through smoke-choked streets, delivering speeches that sounded more like personal dares. We shall never surrender. His presence was a physical shield and a psychological spark to millions fighting despair. Think of bravery not as reckless heroism, but a strategy layered like a chessmaster's gambit. Churchill's courage was a tool, wielded to unsettle enemies and embolden allies, much like a matador's dance provokes the bull, bold movements hiding calculated steps. His bravery forced the world to pay attention, shifting tides without a single shot fired. That relentless courage didn't just preserve British morale, it rewrote Britain's fate. Instead of capitulating, Britain became the unshakable island, inspiring resistance across occupied Europe. Churchill's bravery turned fear into fuel, proving that sometimes sheer guts can redirect the course of history. Churchill wasn't just about bombs and bullets. His real arsenal, language. Let's unravel how a man with a lisp became possibly the greatest orator ever. Churchill had a conspicuous lisp that might have crippled a lesser speaker. Yet he transformed it into a signature style, wielding rhythm and repetition like a master composer. His speeches in the House of Commons rolled off his tongue, working their way into history textbooks and the hearts of millions, from blood, toil, tears, and sweat to their finest hour. Imagine words not just as communication, but as vivid brushstrokes painting a rallying scene inside your mind. Churchill's speeches didn't just tell people what to think. They invited listeners into a story of survival and triumph. His command of imagery turned grim reality into a call to arms, like a novel that hooks you page one. His speeches didn't just stir emotions, they nudged America from isolation to alliance. By couching his pleas in shared values and dire necessity, Churchill pivoted a hesitant U.S. public and government. Words became bridges. His oratory opened the world's most powerful doors, shifting geopolitical tides with just sound and cadence. Churchill's eccentric genius wasn't firewall-proof from human flaws. Peeling back, the legend reveals a man battling depression, contradictions, and contradictions that fueled his greatness. Churchill famously called his chronic depression his black dog. Far from a polished hero, he wrestled privately with despair, using painting and writing as emotional lifelines. These hidden battles didn't weaken him. They added layers to his resilience, giving him empathy for war's horrors few politicians could claim. His oddball behavior, like experimenting with pigeon messaging or taking frantic cigar breaks, was far from mere quirks. These eccentricities sparked fresh thinking, breaking out of conventional molds. Like an artist mixing wild colors on a canvas, Churchill's unconventionality was a crucible for novel problem-solving. Despite his flaws and imperfect politics, Churchill's stubborn realism grounded his leadership. He embraced contradictions, pioneering social reforms while fiercely imperialistic, showing leadership isn't about perfection but navigating tension. This messy humanity made him relatable, effective, and enduring in a world of black and white narratives. Remember Churchill back on Dover's cliffs. His story isn't just about that moment, but the fierce bravery, silver-tongued speeches, and quirky, haunted soul behind it. Next time you face your own challenge, borrow a bit of that Churchill spirit. Speak boldly, act fearlessly, and embrace your uniqueness. History doesn't move on big forces alone. It moves on people who dare to act. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.